Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Colorado's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. You got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got a man, it's Murphy. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final 2 inches. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner is stopped. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Jones. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Akers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's on target and complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 16 to Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Jones. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Grab near the sticks. It's Murphy. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They keep attacking through the air. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Colorado. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Hey, that's a live ball. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
3:25.
Off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooners. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do.
He's looking deep. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to take a shot. Complete downfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They get to the line quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. Looking for room at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll take a shot. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Fires into the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that 1st career.
He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Finds his man, it's Chavez. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And that's another 1st down.
He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bucks! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out.
And they did tack on the extra point. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds it back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. They're trying to get to him. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Leaves it with the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Extending the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the 1st down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the back. Continues to fight for yards. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Throwing right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Now on 2nd down.
2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Agbana. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically.
Racing to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Gibbs. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. He's right on target. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Try to get it on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Offense lining up quickly. Back to throw. It's Gibbs. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
First and goal, Colorado.
He wants to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Buffs! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale, you know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Colorado! How about that D coming up with a play like that? That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. If you're still playing the game, keep fighting. But it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Firm definitely in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gibbs. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely...
Trying to beat the D deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Murphy. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.